celebrating 12 years of possibility. Pilot Flying J and Halloran Hilton Hill present Anything is Possible. Today's guest, Pete Claussen.
Welcome to Anything is Possible. I'm Halloran Hilton Hill. These are great stories about great people whose lives prove that anything is possible. And my guest today is Pete Claussen. Welcome to the broadcast.
Good to be here.
You love trains.
I love trains, yes.
I mean, you love trains. I want to dial back to the beginning of your life and the story of how you came to love trains.
Well, my father was born in Germany, and he moved to the U.S. when he was 19. And just before World War II, his parents came over for a visit. And they couldn't get back. The war broke out and they couldn't get back. So I had a German-speaking grandfather, and he spoke no English and I spoke no German. But we could walk down to see the trains. And I would, hold the hand up to him, and our communication was
through the trains.
Through the trains. So
really?
I was about 3 or 4 years old, I guess.
So where were you? Where were the trains? What city were you in, and where were the trains, and what do you remember about those trains?
Well, that was in northern New Jersey, and I remember they were passenger trains and steam powered. And,
did you ride the trains as well?
No.
You just go look at them.
Yeah.
And so you couldn't communicate, but you could communicate.
Well, we were communicating.
Right.
It just wasn't
it
verbal.
Just wasn't verbal.
Yeah.
So what would he say? What would he do? Like, was there a German phrase or expression that he would use that you didn't understand then, but he would say it in relation to how you were relating?
I can't recall a particular thing that he would say. My father every once in a while would let loose with a German expression that he probably didn't want me to hear.
I studied German in college and high school, and that's why I was interested in that, and I learned some of those phrases as well. Well, welcome to the broadcast, and my understanding is that your career here in Knoxville actually started at TVA.
That's right.
You went to Rutgers Law School.
That's correct.
What was it like going to Rutgers?
Rutgers was an urban school. It was in Newark, so the environment was terrible, but the school was good, and you didn't really have much time to do anything except go to school and study.
Why did you choose law?
I didn't want to go to Vietnam.
Wow, that's honest.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
All right, so you go to law school, you get out of law school, you don't go to Vietnam, you come to Knoxville directly?
Yes.
To work for TVA.
Mm-hmm.
Why corporate law? Why that?
It was more an interest in the TVA mission rather than the kind of legal work. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, expound on that.
Well, you're young and idealistic, and you want to go to work for somebody that you think is going to make a difference. Maybe you can be part of that. And that is, back in those days, TVA had a lot of other things that it did besides generate electricity, and a lot of people programs.
Right, so you loved what the power of what the Tennessee Valley Authority was doing to change people's lives. Because it changed a lot of people's lives,
sure
and it literally unlocked this region.
Mm-hmm.
How long were you there?
13 years.
13 years. And you smiled at the end of saying 13 years. What was that memory that just danced across your mind?
Well, the next job that I had.
What was that?
I ran the legal department at the World's Fair.
Oh, wow. 1982?
1982, yeah.
I worked at the World Fair.
You did?
I worked for a little photo outfit called World Photo.
Mm-hmm.
And my glorious job was, as people were on that tram,
coming off the end of and you were
I
the
would
guy
tell
taking
people
the
to raise, no, I was not I just was the one that would say, raise the bar, raise the bar. I was always trying to raise the bar, and they'd pull the bar up so we could get a good, clean photo of them. The World's Fair, what was that like?
Oh, that was a trip. I'll tell you what. I mean, you can't duplicate anything like that. But it was intense. It was exceptionally interesting. It was, and you talk about anything is possible. it was impossible when it started. I mean, here's this little town, nobody had the money, didn't have the backing, and to put a World's Fair together here was absolutely remarkable, and one that succeeded.
I want to talk to you about that a little bit more. Let's take a break. My guest today is the train-loving Pete Claussen, and we'll pick up when we come back and talk about building the World's Fair. This is Anything is Possible.
Possibility powered by Pilot Flying J, Covenant Health, Home Federal, and the Knoxville News Sentinel. Coming up.
Doesn't cost anything to add one car to the train. You already got the track, you got the locomotive, you got the crew. So if you can build the business, you get huge increases in the income of the railroad.
Welcome back to Anything is Possible. My guest today is Pete Claussen. Let's go back to the World's Fair. Now, you were legal counsel for the World's Fair. So what was your job? I mean, give me a day in your life. What did you have to do?
Well, the job changed. At the beginning, it was setting up all the agreements and procedures that we were going to have to follow, and doing international contracts and stuff, and at the end it was getting people out of jail.
I heard there was so much wildness going on around the World's Fair. Who'd you get out of jail?
Well, we had an ambassador from one of the countries was found in a flower pot downtown. They had to get him out of jail. Had a Canadian basketball team, I think we had to get out too.
So what would happen? So you were the person that was getting these calls. Yeah. Hey, Pete, you need to go down and get the ambassador out of jail. Yeah. Hey, Pete.
Yeah, that wasn't a big part of the job,
but it was a memorable part of the job. How did you manage all of those different agreements? How would you structure that? How did you know how many agreements? And if you're dealing with people from different countries, I would imagine, did they all have to fall under American legal authority, or did you have to make allowance for the legal systems of other countries?
Well, there was an international organization, the Bureau of International Expositions, that set the rules, and so you operated in the framework of their rules. And we had a couple thousand agreements, but all the pavilion rental agreements were essentially the same. So you do one, and then so it wasn't like you had to do 2,000 different agreements.
I remember when the World's Fair ended. The World's Fair site sat there. I remember the U.S. Pavilion and the big debate about whether it should stay up or take it down and all of that stuff. So you're done with that. Then what does Pete Claussen do?
Well, he realizes that he's ruined his opportunity for any further employment. So, you got to go do something on your own, and go back to the railroad business. I paid attention to the industry. I had represented people that were involved in short line railroads, and I said, well, I can do this. The industry was being deregulated. It happened in 1980, and so the large railroads were getting rid of a lot of their branches. And,
but technically, what is a short line?
Technically, it is, there's no accepted general definition, but it's usually considered to be anything under 100 miles.
Okay, so you have 4 railroads.
You have 4, yeah.
Under the name of
Gulf and Ohio
Gulf and Ohio Railways. How did you come to the name Gulf and Ohio Railways?
Well, we set the boundaries. Gulf of Mexico on the south, the Ohio River on the north, and that was where we were going to operate.
It makes sense. Now here, when we talked on the phone, this is the thing that I don't get. Like, I would never know where to call to buy a railroad. I mean, I've never been down Kingston Pike and seen Railroads or Us or anything like that. I don't know. I guess because you had worked around railroads, you had paid attention to the industry, but I don't know how you price one. I don't know how you buy one. I don't know the economics, the rules, the financing.
Well, I'm not going to tell you because I
right. You don't want me in the business. but how did you finance this? What does a railroad cost?
Well, originally they were selling for scrap value. The large railroads are going to abandon them, and it turned out there were people like me who said, well, I think I could make a go of that line, and we'd buy it and you get it for scrap value.
All right, so let's, hypothetical, not Gulf and Ohio.
I'm going to tell you the first one.
Okay,
the first one was a ridiculously low, this was one that I was involved with before I actually got into business. It was $5,000 a mile. And I said, $5,000 a mile, that's less than $1 a foot. You can't buy Lionel track for $1 a foot. There's got to be something to this. You get the land too, you know.
Wow. So 5,000. So if you got a 100-mile railroad,
It'd be $500,000.
right? So okay. So now where do you?
That was a long time ago. They're much.
So when you buy a railroad, are you buying all the assets of their railroad? So do you get boxcars? Do you get engines? Or what do you get? Do you just get the property?
When you buy it, you get the track and the land that it's sitting on, or if it's leased, you buy the lease. Then you have to get your own crews and locomotives. And,
How much does a locomotive cost?
a new one costs a couple $1 million. We don't buy new ones.
You know what I've gathered from this interview thus far? You are tight on the dollar. I see that already.
You have to be. Yeah.
But you are following your passion, which is this love for railroads that links back to your grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
Did he live to see you own a railroad?
Oh, no.
No. Did your father live to see you own railroads?
No, he didn't either.
Wow.
So my kids have lived to see it though, and they work for two of them work for the company now, and my son is, I'm a recovering lawyer, and he's a recovering doctor. He decided he liked railroads.
He
better
left
than
medicine to
yeah.
come to do the railroads. So as you're building this company, you start small. Does it take a lot of capital to run a railroad? I would imagine you got to put something in them to make them go, and you've got to get deals to ship things back and forth.
It's a capital-intensive business, and either you have to come into it with a lot of capital, which I didn't, or you have to be able to borrow it. And the thing I learned is that people will loan you money as long as you have credibility and they feel comfortable that they'll get their money back.
Right, and so you've worked hard to maintain. But I would imagine that that's a family ethic for you anyway. You strike me as the kind of man that if you look a guy in the eye and you shake his hand and say, I'm going to do this, that's just what you do.
Yeah, well, we try to do that. Can't think of a time we didn't.
Is that a family value, though? Is that the Claussens?
Well, I like to think it is. I think, yeah, I could say that. My kids behave that way as well.
Did you think it would be as successful as it's been?
No.
No way.
No. And the first railroad we got was in Mississippi, and I can remember I was doing the numbers, and I figured I'm going to be able to make $26,000 a year. That was in 1985. So it was not a road to fame and fortune by any means. But that one succeeded, and then you get another one. And then we did something that other companies that buy small railroads didn't do. We sold them. Everybody else buys them and keeps them. We buy them and sell them. So we bought 18 railroads over time and have 4 now, so we sold 14 of them.
Wow. So you learned the business, you learned how to value the business, you learned how to take what seems to be an appreciating asset and create an economic structure around it so it has some cash flow to make it appealing to be sold, and figured out how to find the people to buy them.
Well, I'm going to tell you the secret now, and I'm going to tell everybody that's watching too. It doesn't cost anything to add 1 car to the train. You already got the track, you got the locomotive, you got the crew. So if you can build the business, you get huge increases in the income of the railroad.
For every car you add.
Yeah.
Because the fundamental cost of doing the business
been covered
is baked in right there.
Right there. So, and then
wow.
Railroads, you asked, how do you price railroads? It's a multiple of what they earn. So if you get them to earn 5 times what they were earning, they become 5 times more valuable. So that's the secret.
I love that. So I want to talk to you. So here's what I've noticed about every single person that has been here with me, and we're in 12 seasons now and over 300 interviews. The core thing that drives possibility is you believe, and especially you'll believe sometimes when nobody else does. These railroads were junk railroads. Mm-hmm. The big guys are spinning them off because they can't see the profit potential in them. But you believed that you could do it. what I want to talk about as we kind of get close to the end here is I want to talk about what you've learned about that and what you've learned about business and what you've learned about success. First of all, I believe that we all define success the way we define success, right? So your success may not be my success, but in the way that you've defined success, I would love to know, what you've learned and just kind of take me under your tutelage. I'm not going to buy a railroad, so you can take me under your trusted tutelage, but take me under your tutelage when we come back and just say, Halloran, here's what I've learned about how you make something possible. Pete Claussen is my guest. He loves railroads. And I'm really enjoying talking to you. It's good to have you here. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Coming up.
That the most important thing is credibility. You have to tell the truth. You always have to tell the truth so that people can rely on you. And if you have credibility, a lot of other good things follow.
This week, our Home Federal Bank Community Spotlight is on the Knoxville Area Urban League. Did you know that last year the Urban League provided mentoring and academic support to 214 students, helped 104 people find jobs, and saved over 100 homes from foreclosure? To learn more, visit kaul.org.
Welcome back to Anything is Possible. Let me clue you in. I get so much joy from doing this work. I mean, today was one of those days where I was just like, I need something to refresh me. And I've had such a wonderful time talking to you. It just, because it made me think of my childhood in trains. And I let you hear on my phone that I actually have the sound of a train on my phone. I was not kidding about that. So I want to talk to you about what you've learned about success in business and life, as a railroad guy. Teach me.
The railroad business probably isn't that different from any other business in terms of what it takes to make it work. And the first thing it takes is people. You've got to have good, solid people.
Let me pause you right there and have you kind of draw a little more detail about what it means. What is a good quality person? What are you looking for?
Well, you look at a work ethic, look at attitude, and you look at those things before you look at sort of job type qualifications.
Really?
Yeah, because if you have the job qualifications but you don't have the other stuff, you're really not going to be a very good employee. So you want to focus on what makes the person, the people are going to be good employees. And for that reason, we tend to recruit from people we know or from people who our employees know and recommend. That's our primary way of bringing folks in.
And I guess in the railroad business, because everything is time sensitive and the trains have to run on time, reliability, rock solid reliability is that thing.
Yeah, and most of our train crewmen, we've taught how to do it. We wanted the good person first, the reliable person that had the interest and the aptitude, but then we trained them.
What have you learned about life, success in life? What's the important stuff of life?
Well, I tell my kids when they were younger that the most important thing is credibility. You have to tell the truth. You always have to tell the truth so that people can rely on you. And if you have credibility, a lot of other good things follow.
Yeah. Where and when did you learn that?
I don't know. It's I guess it's something that I really didn't understand until I was in business by myself, which is 29 years ago when it started.
And so then what happened that drove that home?
Well, one thing was that I hired bad employees. And you realize
I love you.
you gotta do better than this.
That's twice today. That's twice. I asked you why you went to Rutgers. You just and then I ask you this, and I hire bad ones.
We don't hire any more bad ones if we can help it.
So if you hire somebody bad and you realize the fundamental problem was they didn't tell the truth, then truth becomes.
Yeah.
Truth is efficient too, isn't it?
I think so. And you know, once you know that the other person's going to tell the truth all the time, the dealings become automatic. You know, you don't have to back check, and you don't have to do all the kind of things that you do if they don't.
There's a proverb. Rami Shapiro wrote a translation of the book of Proverbs, and he translated this one verse, and he says this. He says, "Train yourself in honesty, and your words will be trusted."
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what you're saying.
That's a little bit more eloquent than what I said, but yeah, it's the same thought.
So, great people always tell the truth. And what else?
No, work hard. You know, I mean, you have to be dedicated to it. You'd like to think that everybody got up in the morning and wanted to come to work. Well, that's not going to happen, but the reverse of that certainly shouldn't happen, that you hate coming to work every morning. You're going to be miserable and you're not going to do a good job. And so you probably ought to be doing something else.
Tell me about your family.
Well, my wife and I live on a farm out in extreme South Knoxville. We lived there for over 40 years, and have 3 kids. So 2 of them are working for the company. The extended family, I have a sister and lives in Texas. Small family.
Any grandkids?
Yes, I have 2. And all 3 of my kids are here, so the grandkids are here too.
And do your grandkids share the love of trains?
It's a little early to tell. They're 3 and 5.
It's about time, though, because
when I was doing the hand-holding thing, I was younger than 5.
Man, that's awesome. Pete Claussen, thanks for coming by today.
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. If I had a whistle, I'd blow it for you right now. We'll see you next time on Anything is Possible.